And then another thing I want to say about ASVAT or your MOS too, and this is one of the reasons I did Army over the Marines, is I wanted an MOS that I could use in the civilian world. Because when I went to the Marine recruiter, it was literally all open contract. And if you don't know what open contract means, which means you sign the paperwork, you go to basic, and then when you graduate basic, they give you your MOS. And I didn't want to be stuck with Cook.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
Mm-mm.
92 golf.
No, not. So that's one of the good things about the Army, I guess, because you can get the job you want. I don't know. That's what I liked about it.
Yeah, exactly. And certain jobs you get certifications, like
Like
our
us.
MOS.
We're 91 Charlies, and we're not going to tell you what that is.
Google it.
Okay. What's your favorite / worst part of the Army? I guess that means like in general.
I imagine so.
What's your favorite part of the Army? Going into the field, getting hot and sweaty, and shooting guns.
I was gonna say shooting guns.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Me-
All the field exercises are badass.
Yeah, not showering for like 2 to 3 days, and
I love the woods. I love being outside. So that's just my favorite shit. If I can carry around a rifle, too,
that shit's fun.
Yeah.
Drink
Yeah.
water.
Oh yeah. But just being around like 300 guys that all are armed and like it just makes me feel at home.
Yeah, it's pretty legit feeling, especially when you're walking to the site you're doing your field exercise in, and you feel like a badass.
Yeah, we really do.
Mm-hmm.
Worst part of the Army is the shit bags.
Shit bags.
Definitely the shit bags. If you don't know what a shit bag is,
Oh, you'll find out.
learn.
And you might even become one. And if you'll become one, fuck you.
Fuck you, shit bags.
Because literally, if it wasn't for shitbags, that's another thing I don't like about the armies. All these stupid policies come up. And, I mean, there's SHARP, which is sexual harassment and rape protection and stuff like that. And to a certain point, I think that works and it's really good. But some people call it on the stupidest things. Like, there's been people who are said that they're flirting and report it as SHARP.
And that could end your career right there.
Yeah, over
So if
absolutely
somebody doesn't
nothing.
like you and they see you talking to a girl or a guy, depending on your gender, if you're talking to the opposite gender or even the same fucking gender, it's a new army. You can be gay, you can be bisexual, nobody gives a shit. But if you're attempting to, what is it called? Fraternize.
Yeah.
That's the word. Fraternization. You can get fucked over for that shit.
Especially in TRADOC. But just in general, if someone doesn't like you, and let's say you're like flirting with someone, they could just claim it as it makes them uncomfortable, and you can get UCMJ actions. And if you get sharped, that you can also be put on a sexual predator list over complete bullshit.
Be a red dot on the map for the rest of your life.
Yeah, so there's stupid shit like that I don't like about the Army. There's EO, which is equal opportunity, which is another thing I think needs a lot of work, because it's not
You got
working.
your E, you got your O right here.
Mm-hmm. That's what it should be, but this is the new Army, so we can't do that shit anymore.
Yeah, because females get special treatment. They say it's for equal rights, but they really do. I mean, no, I'm not talking bad about the females. I respect the females that join the military, but here in TRADOC, they get way better treatment.
Especially in TRADOC. If you're a female, you're set. And I'm not speaking down to females, because there's females that actually are badasses
Yeah,
that
they get
join.
higher PT scores than me, shit.
Yeah, higher PT scores. You see them with the saws, and they're badasses. But then you have the ones that do something, right? Or, I don't know of a good example. Let's just say they do something right that you're not really supposed to do. And then they see someone, and then they see someone else do that.
Yeah.
They see someone else do that and report them. So it's hypocritical, and it's not just with females. Guys do it all the time too. So there's this pointless EO thing that just
They
manipulates.
get away with not standing at parade arrests when they're talking to NCOs and stuff like that. Just it's little shit, but still, where's the equal opportunity?
Yeah.
If I didn't do that, if I stood there and just giggled because a drill sergeant or fucking NCO was correcting me, and I'm just like, oh, yeah, I know I shouldn't be doing this, I'd be getting fucked up.
Yeah.
I'd be hit with the half-right face instantly. But they just get away with it because they're just laughing and being cute.
Yeah. So it's policies like that I don't really like in the Army, or that I think need improvement because they are fairly new policies still. But that's something I'm not too for. Like it needs work.
How do tattoos work? Well, actually, they're in the process of eliminating the whole tattoo ban in general, so you can pretty much have anything. But as of right now, it has to be covered below your neck, and
It has to stop at the
it has to
wrist.
stop at the wrist.
No
And,
profanity.
Yeah, no profanity, no gang shit, and no like naked chicks or man, just nothing vulgar.
Yeah.
But you can also get them waived, obviously.
Yeah, if you're joining the Army, you can get your shit waived. I know the old Sergeant Major of the Army, I think, the one that we had before our current one, had the strictest tattoo policy, and it peed a lot of people off.
Exactly.
But when the new Sergeant Major came over, he changed all that. But one thing that they did keep, once you get out of TRADOC and you go to your unit, your tattoos do have to be, you have to take a picture of your tattoos, and they have to be documented.
They all have to be documented. So literally they just take a picture, measure it, and you write what it symbolizes to you. Like, I mean, I got
It's getting crazy here.
But I got a broken skateboard in the shape of a heart. I got that when I was like 19, because I've been skateboarding for like 10 years. I love it. It's my favorite thing to do, And I have initials in there, and like they thought it was all gang related and MEPS when I got it. I'm just like, no, I had to write down a whole sworn statement about it, what it means to me and whatnot. But hopefully it should be getting lighter now, you know. I mean, my drill sergeants were tatted the fuck up. All of them had sleeves and fucking leg sleeves, dude. So once it's more for TRADOC, because TRADOC glows.
Yeah, TRADOC sucks.
You pretty much get treated like you're 9 years old, but you get to carry a rifle.
9 years old with a rifle. I actually saw a meme where it said, the Army, what was it? You feel like you're 50 years old, you're actually 19 years old, and you get treated like you're 5 years old. And that's true. So
Exactly.
keep that in mind. Tobacco.
How does tobacco work? So, in basic, no tobacco, no caffeine, no like bad foods for you. You're completely cold turkey of everything, except for shitty ass DFAC food. And they serve you, so you don't even get that much. It's literally basic training. Is they sleep deprive you and deprive you of food. That's the easiest way to make people conform.
Yeah.
They're hungry and they're tired. They don't know what the fuck's going on. Not gonna lie, it works. It works good. They brainwash the shit out of you for good of America. But once you get to AIT, which is where you learn about your MOS and get certified and whatnot, there the rules will get a little bit more lenient. So you're technically phase 4 instead of blue phase, but you'll learn about all that when you get to basic. So they allow you to have your cell phone, your tobacco, caffeine, kind of eat what you want, do what you want on the weekends and stuff like that. But it also could be taken away.
Yeah, so be careful.
Depending on your commander. So if your company is fucking up, boom, you go right back to blue phase like you're in basic training still. Take your phone. No free time on the weekends.
No tobacco.
Yeah.
No monsters.
Yeah. It's fucking blows. I'm 23 years old. I'm getting treated like I'm a fucking kid. It blows. But the real Army's pretty good because you can pretty much do whatever the fuck you want. As long as you show up for formation, you're good.
Even if you're hungover. I didn't say that. And another thing about tobacco too, the Army does actually offer a lot of counseling to get off tobacco and different workshops and stuff like that, so there is that option toward too,
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, basic helps too.
Yeah,
You go
basic
there
helps
and
too.
You're 10 weeks without nothing, You can make it through that without fucking a mental breakdown. You're fucking good, man.
You should
Keep
start,
going.
before basic, I think you should start weaning off tobacco. If you're really reliant on it, you don't want to quit cold turkey, because that's just going to be another thing fucking with your mind that you don't have that stimulant. So I'd start weaning off that
for 8
basic.
years. I quit about a month and a half before I went to basic.
Yeah. You shouldn't do tobacco anyway.
I'm good.
It's bad for you. Alright.
Last one.
Can I join if I have asthma? Yes and no. It depends on how severe your asthma is and if you can get a waiver.
Yeah, it depends more on your health, honestly. I mean, if you're in somewhat good physical shape and you get asthma from like running and things like that, you can possibly get a waiver for it. But I mean, if you're 50 pounds overweight, can't really do much, and you got asthma, they probably won't accept you.
Yeah.
It's pretty much, it really just depends on your personal.
Depends on your situation.
Yeah, situation, that's the word.
I know the Air Force is even more lenient, so I think Air Force is pretty lenient in total. So like if you still want, like if you get denied by the Army but you still want to get that military fix, there's no shame in joining the Air Force. There's some badass dudes in the Air Force too, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
But
they drop bombs.
big
That's
bombs.
Cool shit.
Mm-hmm.
The shit we fuck with, we can still kill people.
But we call the Air Force in.
Yeah.
We have explosives on our person. They have explosives in the sky.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we have like 5 minutes to BS, I guess. So, what else should we tell you about basic? So you guys will stop asking me questions in the comments, please. Nah, I don't care. I love you guys. What else did we tell you?
Oh yeah, fights in the bays and stuff like that. Yeah, when you go to basic, you're gonna be in a bay with like 30, 40 other dudes. So like, tensions get high, everybody's pissed, sleepy, hungry, shit goes down. Don't be a fucking snitch.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. If two guys gotta work out their beef, let them work out their beef. You always, my drill sergeant always said, solve things on the lowest level. So if you two can solve your fucking problem right then and there, without having to go cry for him, get that shit done. Just don't hit him in the face.
Yeah, just avoid this area and just duke it out.
Because then if you got bruises on your face, black eye or something like that, they gotta do a whole report on it. You fight and trade out, you're pretty much kicked out of the army.
We still do, but
Yeah, exactly.
keep that shit low and hide the body, basically.
Exactly.
And basically, if you tell, if you have a minor problem, because people get in fights over in basic, like, who's pulling fire guard that night, and, like, if you go to a drill sergeant, they're not going to do shit anyway. They're going to tell you to suck it up, and they'll probably smoke the whole platoon, and then your whole platoon's probably going to be out till midnight or later anyway, when you have to get up at 3 the next morning.
Yeah.
So just take your damn fire guard shift, okay? And if you really hate it, that's when you fight. But, like, drill sergeants don't care. If you go to them with a stupid complaint like that, they're just gonna not only mess you up, they're gonna mess your whole platoon up, and then you're gonna have the whole platoon hating you.
Exactly.
Like, are you gonna have a stake strapped to your chest in front of a bunch of hungry, refugees? Like, that's basically what you're doing.
Exactly.
So, don't worry about it. Just take your fire guard shift, or people fight over who's going to be in the shower, like, because there's a limited amount of showers. Just go after, toe the line, and take your shower. It's not that big of a deal.
10 minutes less of sleep, fuck it.
Like, tensions, yeah. You're not going to sleep anyway. Just expect no sleep in basic. Every ounce of sleep you get, just think of it as, like, Christmas, and, like, that's a gift. But go in knowing you're not going to be sleeping, and then that way you won't be pissed at it.
Exactly. You might even want to train your body. I mean, sleep is good for you, don't get me wrong. You need it to perform functionally and whatnot. But maybe like for the first 2 weeks right before you leave for basic, only get 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
For basic, probably only get 4.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
I learned to, like, almost nod off and sleep as I was marching in basic. Like, you'll learn how to sneak sleep in. Like, you'll be eating breakfast with your eyes closed. Don't get caught by a drill sergeant. But you'll learn how to eat and sleep. You'll pick up these little things. But, yeah. So don't worry about that. And if you have to, fight it out. But we gotta go. If you have any other questions, leave it in the comments, and we'll try getting to it. If you have anything about not basic stuff, then send that too, because this is pretty much our basic video. So thanks again, Gamer's Friend.
Private Mahorka.
Private Mahorka.
Oh.
Hooah.